if they're not going to be supportive of correct repairs for your vehicle, then they're probably not going to be so supportive of correct repairs for your home or whatever other property you might have damaged, lost, or stolen.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Airing of Grievances. I'm Eric Reamer. This is Robert Grieve, and it is, as always, very nice to have you along here with us. If this is your first time, we encourage you to click the thumbs up button if you see something or hear something that you appreciate. And if you are one of our longtime family that comes in and checks us out every Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. in the Mountain Standard Time, we say thank you so much and encourage you, if you haven't done it yet, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to click the notify bell. That helps notify you that we're getting ready to launch something new. But like I said, it's every Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. in the Mountain Standard Time. And Rob, happy Saturday to you.
Oh, happy Saturday to you.
Thank you.
Happy Saturday to you. You make my Saturday mornings lots of fun. So
absolutely.
Appreciate you tuning in and your comments. And
speaking of Saturday mornings, lots of fun, we do a premiere. What that means is when the first airing of this video actually takes place, Rob and I are here at the shop on a Saturday morning live watching it with you the first time. And we're doing that. We're kind of communicating back and forth with you, and no matter where you are in the country, around the world, you can chat with us and we will answer your questions and just kind of engage with you. It's family time.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
All right.
So thank you.
Absolutely. Hey, report cards came in.
Yeah. It's been reported in many of the trade magazines. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be referencing Repair Driven News' article of the coverage.
Okay.
But yeah, how about this? Many people call and ask, what's the best insurer? Unfortunately, sometimes that call comes in the middle of a claim when they're not dealing with a good insurer, and they want to know who to move to so they don't have to go through this again.
Right.
But there's an answer to the question now.
All right.
So Crash Network, which is another publication that's incredibly well written as well, good people there, they put on a survey of body shops across the nation.
Okay.
And asked them to rank the insurers.
So the body shops themselves, which have a very unique position in order to be able to answer the question, are ranking the insurers. Oh, this is very interesting.
Yeah, so like if you wanted to call me and ask, I'm gonna give you my opinion. Sure. Now you can get the whole nation's opinion.
And the averages, and the averages thereof.
Yeah.
Okay.
All in one report. I think you should be able to put a link. There's a link here to it.
Yep.
But according to the authors, 1,153 shops in 49 states responded to a voluntary survey which was conducted online in November and December of 2021.
Okay.
Respondents were repair facility owners, managers, estimators, or other shop employees who on average have 28 years of experience in the collision repair industry.
Park the car right there for just a minute. First of all, there's almost 1,200 shops participating. This is not going to be skewed by one guy or one gal who has an agenda. This is a good survey
and
sample.
This is technicians, estimators, managers, owners.
Yeah.
People that interact with these to get your car fixed properly.
Absolutely.
So, I'm thrilled to death that the results finally came in. Naturally, we participated as well.
Well, and I think one of the things that's very interesting about the statement that you just read is that on average, we're talking about almost 3 decades worth of experience.
Yeah,
they
can sniff out an insurance company that wants to do the right thing for you and which one doesn't.
Absolutely.
So there's lots of information in here, but in addition to grading, some participants in the survey felt compelled to add comments to their grade.
This should be interesting.
Yeah. So it says some repairers added comments to their grades. They criticize the insurers to which they have given lower grades, using such phrases as cares more about costs than quality of repairs, pressures us to use cheap, low-quality parts, slow claims process, and inexperienced adjusters.
Well, that's interesting. That sounds very familiar.
Yeah. I'm the couple of those might have been me.
But, well, and clearly, in order to make this report, it wasn't just you; it was a whole bunch of people making comments similar to those.
Yeah, because if I gave an insurance company an F, they didn't land up with an F on the report,
right?
Because there's other people that maybe have better experiences with them, but they didn't get a very high grade anyway.
But you see these comments. They're cares more about money and their cost than they do about the
This
consumer.
is universal. This is the stuff you see and hear all the time on every claim, every day.
Well, hold on for a second. You hear all the time on every day, on every claim, but you might not because you're not probably, in this report, it talks about how the average consumer can go 10 years or more between ever filing any kind of a claim with their insurance company, whereas the respondents, all 1,149 of them or whatever it was, they see this every single day and they deal with it multiple times every single day. And I think that's an important distinction here, Rob, because we're banging the drum and we're doing our very best to get this
in the
information
background,
out.
and we try to keep you out of it the best we can, but sometimes we have to get you involved, or we at least let you know what is going on. But it's these types of conversations that we're dealing with on a daily basis.
And it's this information that we're giving to you here by way of this video. This is why we ask you if you would kindly copy and paste the link to this video and put it in your Facebook. Put it in your social media. Put it in your groups on LinkedIn or in your other groups, whatever. Because if you're a car-driving citizen of the United States of America,
we all are.
This is important information to you.
And I'll also make the point that if they didn't get a great grade on the collision side of things, collision repair side of things, then I would say you have probably about the same amount of luck if you had other property damage, such as a home or, something along that matter. If they're not going to be supportive of correct repairs for your vehicle, then they're probably not going to be so supportive of correct repairs for your home or whatever other property you might have damaged, lost, or stolen. So, but there's some interesting twists to this. The survey found that shops that participate in an insurer's direct repair program.
We've talked about those.
We've talked about those plenty. So, they have a contract with each other.
The insurer and the body shops.
Insurer and the body shop. We do not have any of those contracts.
Not here at Nylund.
Never have, never will. They have this arrangement that if you do it the way us, the insurer, wants you to do it, and as cheap as possible, and using the cheapest parts, and getting it done the fastest, then we're going to send work directly to you.
All right, we'll send you more.
All right, so that's the DRP relationship. So the survey found that shops that participate in this type of a relationship almost always gave higher grades to the insurers.
Oh, really? Imagine.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna say something negative about the hand that supposedly feeds you.
Yeah.
Even if they're feeding you.
Yeah. And even if they claim to have good hands or not.
Inferior scraps, no, they're not usually very good hands.
State Farm, for instance, got a B, a rating of a B.
Okay.
From program shops, from shops that they have their contracts with.
Yeah.
And a D from all others.
Oh.
So
if you're not on the plan with State Farm and you actually see the way State Farm treats their customers, and in the end, you don't have anything to lose by telling the truth, it's a D.
Yeah, well, just think. I mean, if State Farm is sending all sorts of work here and stuff like that, and, okay, we got to do it as cheap and fast as possible.
Right.
If they ever found out that we gave them a C or a D,
oh, no.
You know what? They'd stop doing that. So they give them a higher grade.
Yeah.
It's simple math. So that's State Farm. Allstate's grade showed up with a similar gap.
Okay.
They got a B minus from program shops and a D plus from all the others that aren't on the program. It's telling of something. Geico, on the other hand, basically received a C from their shops and a C minus from the rest of the industry.
So even Geico's partners are not all that thrilled
Yeah.
with Geico.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Many of the insurers getting the highest grades, which I don't think anybody on the thing got better than a B plus. So many of the insurance getting the highest grades are smaller regional insurance companies. One that many consumers may not be familiar with because they do not spend billions of dollars per year advertising.
Billions of whose dollars?
Yeah. Spending billions of dollars doesn't have anything to do with your rates. I'm sure of that.
How could it?
Yeah.
Where does the money come from?
So here it is.
All right.
Among the top 10 largest and best-known insurers,
Yeah.
American Family and Travelers received the highest overall grades of C+. Whatever. USAA, Nationwide, Progressive, and Farmers each received a C. Geico, Liberty Mutual, and State Farm were each graded C minus, and Allstate trailered the pack with a D plus.
Wow.
And some of those people didn't even deserve the C grade. I certainly didn't give them C grades.
Well, again, you've got, now let's put this into perspective. We just learned that if you're a DRP, if you have a DRP relationship with the insurer, and you gave them a higher grade, that will skew the grades upwards, right? Because many, in fact, I'm going to go on to say, an overwhelming majority of the body shops that are available for you to take your car to are on these programs in those partnerships. And so even the numbers that you're seeing, those higher grades, are skewed. I would be interested to see, I don't think we can do the math on this with what we were given here. I'd be interested to see if you take the DRP shops out and you just talk to the independent body shop owners and respondents to this survey, what their grades would be. And I'll bet you they're lower than the averages that we're seeing.
So that's where we are. That's kind of what I wanted to bring today. Which insurance company you have matters. And the ones that we talk about all the time, the Amicas and the Chubbs and AIG,
Yeah.
They all placed pretty high in the
Sure.
in the standings, which is not surprising.
Well, the reason for that is that they pay the claims.
Yep.
They don't try to do your job. They do their job, and their job is to pay for the repair of the
and the
vehicle.
question was being asked that, the quality of the repair. Are they really showing that they care about the consumer in doing the proper repairs? So
That's a big thing with us,
oh, yeah,
right?
that's what we live and breathe on.
Doing the proper repair.
Yeah.
And that's what it really boils down to here, folks, is your insurance company willing to pay for the proper repair, which includes following the OEM procedures, using the OEM parts, and doing the job right the first time.
Yeah. And also keep in mind that, you have to take that regional thing into account because, I hear from shops all over the nation. Some shops in different markets say this is a terrible company to deal with. We don't have any problem with them.
Mm-hmm.
We have a hard time with a company. Person in another market doesn't.
Yeah.
So a lot of times it has to do with local management and of that insurance company. But this is an overall really interesting article, and it's good for you, the consumer, to have another set of ways to identify, your best chances of being treated fairly and properly.
Yep.
When and if you ever have a loss.
There were many shops or insurance companies that were surveyed and who made the grades. I'm going to put a link to not only this article in the description box below, but I'm also going to put a link to the actual results of the Crash Network's data, so that you can actually look up your own insurance company and see how they ranked and what the respondents were on that.
This is important stuff, folks, and
That's
why we're bringing it to you.
It is. It's not all about saving 15% in 15 minutes, because you could quite possibly end up on the very losing side of that equation. And boy, howdy, there's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. So, Rob, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Happy Saturday to you.
And to you.
Happy Saturday to you. God bless you, and have a wonderful week.